Gamma Rooster here with another episode of Road to Recomp. Join me on my journey to reclaim my completionist cape by completing the content that was released into the game on the last 3 years. I'm also working towards getting best in slot gear for every combat style, so I will be fighting some of the hardest bosses in the game. Let's begin. So I want to start this video by talking about a recent update, the aura removal, or more specifically, the removal of the Solomon store. So as you can see, Jagex removed this feature on April the 13th, 2026. This means that the loyalty point system and everything tied to it stopped existing in Runescape 3. This includes all the combat and skill auras and some cosmetics. Although you can get this loyalty point bundle and you can then get them all for free, so make sure you claim this before they remove it. Also, to compensate all of the auras that were removed, some of the effects are now part of the level and benefits of some skills. For example, the Berserker auras were removed, but now you can get an increased damage once you get to 120 in each of the combat skills. Other auras were removed as rewards from various activities. For example, now you can get the 5-finger discount aura in the Silver Point store. So I think this is great. And if you already had the aura, the 5-finger discount aura, I think the highest tier, you unlock this automatically. Unfortunately for me, I was not able to buy it before they removed the loyalty points, so I'm gonna have to buy this in-game. Other auras were completely removed without any compensation, like Dedicated Slayer or the Dwarven Instinct aura. But the most notable change, and the change that everybody's talking about, is the Penance and Vampirism aura. So now you can access the Vampirism and Penance aura on the Ancient Spellbook. They are now something that's called Aspect. So an Aspect is a spell that you can cast, and it's gonna give you a buff for 12 minutes. You can see I casted Penance, and now I have the Penance buff for 12 minutes. And you can cast this many times and stack it on up to 1 hour. But the thing is that you can't have two aspects active at the same time. So some people use the darkness aspect and the penance aura, or the darkness aspect with the vampirism aura. Now you cannot do that. So all of this has caused a divided opinion in the community, mainly due to having to unlock the content by playing the game if you were not able to spend your loyalty points before they removed it without a warning, like me, or because you can use vampirism and penance along with the other aspects. So these are some of the comments that I found related to this topic. Penance bro here, I just hate needing to use prayer potions so frequently. Feels really bad to log in today to find that I can no longer kill krill without using food because potion purge doesn't exist. So no refunds on the 500k loyalty points I spent on auras either. They moved Poison Purge to the anti-poison totem, which is gated by 44,000 Dungeoneering tokens. Yeah, all the money I spent on keys and membership for loyalty points just gone to waste. I canceled my membership after being an avid player since 2007. So I don't agree with the idea that we shouldn't have had it in the first place. The game is clearly designed around the auras existing. Honestly, the main reason to stack darkness and vampirism is not to make money or do more damage. It's how I get through some bosses in twice as much time as anyone else. Some of us are kinda bad at the game. We take 30 defensive and sustain buff to struggle through a boss fight, making no money at all. Please don't make me do quests and actually play the game. Some of us spend countless hours of effort earning those auras, not to mention the month, 2 years of membership we paid to earn the points for them. Removing them is a massive stab in the back to loyal players. Game is unplayable without a vampirism aura. Okay, I'm not trying to make fun of these players, because we all play the game in a different manner. But some of these takes is why I think the change is actually for good. So I am glad that this predatory, time-gated, FOMO way of getting in-game progression was removed from the game. Now the players should not feel forced to keep their membership going, because now they are not missing out on anything by canceling their membership. So if these changes make you not want to play the game anymore, I think that's something good, because that means that maybe you were not playing because you enjoyed the gameplay. Maybe you just enjoyed the rewards you were getting from these predatory systems, and you had a fear of missing out on these rewards. So if you feel like you don't want to play anymore, I think that's good. I think you can take a break from the game, stop paying for membership if you don't like the game, and you're not gonna be missing on anything if you're not a member for a couple of months. If after some time you feel that you want to come back to the game and just enjoy the gameplay, well, you can try it out for a month, and if you don't like it, well, you can just cancel the membership without losing on any rewards. And yeah, we were all in some degree affected by this, including myself, some more than others. And I think it's not okay to make fun of other players, calling them scrubs, just because they play the game in a certain way. And if you feel locked out of content just because of this update, well, this might be an opportunity to try other methods to complete the content that you like. You can find a better rotation, try other gear. You don't have to follow exactly the PvME guides you see in the internet. You can try and create your own rotation. I also think that the Vampirism gloves are going to be good at some point. Maybe Haven Hive Part 2 has a drop that maybe upgrades the globes. So they might add an effect to the gloves that allow you to use like the Vampirism aspect with another aspect while you're wearing the gloves, so who knows. Maybe trying out new stuff, you will discover something that's gonna help you and be able to complete more complex content in the future. What I do think is that we need a pulse system in the game, like in old school Runescape, to voice our concerns before an update goes live. I know this update is not perfect, but it is a start, and I think it's good for the game health overall. That's all I have to say. Talking about game health, why is level 110 fire making a completionist requirement? With 110 woodcutting and fletching, Jagex decided to release 110 fire making as well. The thing is that there is no content or unlocks after level 100. You just get a new lock. There's no leveling benefits, incense sticks, no new training methods. So this has to be the most pointless update in the game for me. But I still did it because, well, I really wanted to wear my virtual cape. Shame on me. Yeah, 110 fire making completed by doing magic locks on World 84. On the other hand, 110 crafting was what I was expecting from a 110 skill. Leveling the skill is not really exciting or fun. It's very similar to smithing. So you slowly work on a piece of armor, but can speed up the process by clicking on the shining animation. Nothing new or revolutionary. But you do get other options to level up, like creating urns, creating new jewelry, which is fine. I did Star Bloom hats +5 all the way to level 110. It is very AFK, XP is decent, and it does not break the bank if you sell them back. The only thing I regret is not doing this when I started this journey, because I did not have access to the new urns when I was going for 110 in other skills. But level 110 crafting completed. You know what? All this killing is making me want to go for some PvM. So let's go. So I've been doing a lot of Reaper tasks now that there is no daily cap. I get Raksha very frequently, which is a boss I really used to like back when it came out. I already completed the collection log, but I've never killed it with Necro before. I've seen some videos where they completely skip the pull mechanics with pure DPS. I find that very amazing, and I hope that I can do that someday as well. For now, I'm still rocking my Laniakia Spear with Precise 6 and Eruptive 4 to one-shot the pulls using Bladed Dive and the boots. No drops from Raksha, but I did get some PBs and some combat achievements as well. It's a really fun fight. I also did some Legia bosses. Would you believe me if I said that I only did this boss like twice before? I never liked it that much, but that was before I learned a full manual PVM. Now these seem very easy, especially now that there is only one type of ascension key to get in. That really is a golden update. I'm still doing Raziel regularly, mainly to get best in slot necro gear and to better understand the necro rotation. At first I did not like this boss due to it turning off your prayers and the amount of damage it does to you. It was not very fun, but it's been growing on me, especially after I got this drop. No way. No way. It's the top right. And it sold for 167 mil. That's more than the GE price. So 213 kills in, I got the top and also the globes. So I bought myself an Omni card for 220 mil, and I immediately augmented it and disassembled my death guard and transferred the gizmo to the Omni card. I also tried to purchase the offhand, but the offhand is 400 million GP into GE. I don't know if that's the correct price, but it's too much for me right now, so I'm gonna go ahead and rock the main hand with the tier 90 offhand for now. Like I mentioned, I've been getting very consistent kills at the boss. I'm always getting sub 2 minutes, and I'm been improving my PB slowly. Nice, a 1.2 seconds PB. That's 2 ticks. Okay, this is a good kill. This is a good kill. And 2.4 seconds PB. 140 seconds. That's very, very good. So this was kill number 300 for Raziel. And I'm just getting started. Let's keep it going. Another kill, and that's 111 necromancy. So I want to show you a full Raziel kill with my split soul rotation. So I go in, I summon all the ghosts, I extend their HP, go into living death and start throwing the dead skulls. I try to get necrosis stacks here and there and throw a finger of death, but I mostly focus on throwing the dead skulls. So I try to get 3 dead skulls for the duration of living dead. That way I can throw 1 more dead skull after it ends. So as soon as I get out of the living death, I use the weapon spec and I juggle in between basic attacks and finger of death and also the other death skull, and I activate the split soul after the living death. And the thing is, I should be getting better personal best with this rotation, but I'm getting the same time that I get without using split soul. So I really don't get it, and it's 1 minute in and I'm ready. The boss is already down to 200,000 life, and from here on out I just don't know what to do, what abilities to use to do some optimal damage. I just throw whatever I have, finger of death, and if I can get another weapon spec I do it, but I feel that this part is so slow. So if you have any recommendations on how can I get faster kills and get a better rotation, well, you can let me know in the comments. Also, this was my fastest kill yet with 1 minute and 36 seconds, 4 seconds improvement. And I also completed a combat achievement of not getting hit by the volley attack. So I really appreciate your input in my ability rotation, and because I really want to know the secret to get the Grandmaster times under 1 minute. So anyways, I will continue doing Raziel to level up Necromancy to 120 as soon as possible to get that completionist cape back and potentially get an offhand weapon. Now Sook is becoming one of my favorite encounters in the game. I have been slowly getting better personal best. Ooh, and that's a 47 seconds improvement, 27 minutes and 18 seconds. 20 seconds of improvement, a total completion of 26 minutes, 57 seconds. Let's go. And that's a 1 minute and 13 seconds of improvement. Completion time of 25 minutes and 43 seconds. New PB coming up. An improvement of 1 minute and 4 seconds. That's a 24-minute 39-second kill. That's a great improvement. And we have 50 mil in the chest. Let's go. Let's keep it going. And another PB, 12 seconds improvement, 24 minutes and 26 seconds. And we have 55 mils on the chest. This was skill number 17. I think it's another PB. Yeah, new record. And how much? 28 seconds of improvement. So a PB of 23 minutes and 57 seconds with 59 mil on the chest. I know this is not gonna be a PB, but it was a good time anyway. And oh my god, Magma Tempest. This is our first real drop from this boss. Magma Tempest is skill 22nd. And there it is. 383 mil. I think I'm gonna take it for myself because I don't have that spell unlocked. Well, let's go ahead and read it. And that's actually, I think it's the last ability I need to have all. Yes, it is. That's the last ability I needed to have all the combat abilities unlocked. And there it is, Magma Tempest. Yay! No PB this time, but I was close. Oh my god, Obsidian Blade. This is the first piece. This is the first piece of the sword I need. Oh my god, yes. Look at that, 500 mil. I think I'm gonna leave it on the chest. I'm gonna claim the chest once I have all the sword completed. So this was skill number 28. And now I'm just missing 2 pieces of the sword and the scripture of full to complete the collection block for Suk. Oh my god, I'm really excited. I hope it does not take too many kills to complete this block. Fingers crossed. So I have been getting better at using the Threads of Fate incantation. This spell is very strong at dealing with the mobs during the waves. So, I haven't fully mastered this yet, but I basically just Threads of Fate, Body of Souls, I use Finger of Death and then Weapon Spec, and that way I'm able to one-shot like half of the wave. I will try to learn to lure all the mobs at the same time and try to do this to all the mobs so I can get faster kills, but for now this is working for me. Also, not panicking at Haraken has been helping a lot with the kills. So before I just run around like a chicken when fighting Haraken, and sometimes I got hit by the magma thingy. But now I just go in and throw my bull bomb. I move to the right after the first shot of the magma. Then I wait for Suk to say his line. The Haraken special ability also comes down at the same time as the Suk special ability, so I just need to move to the left after that and start dishing out damage and throw in the Invoke Death incantation to make sure that I can kill Haraken in one rotation. That's been very helpful because if you don't kill him in one rotation, then it's gonna take like 2 extra minutes to complete the run. And yeah, I'm so happy with my progress so far. I have 32 kills, 1 piece of the sword, and the Magma Tempest. I will continue doing this boss until I complete the collection log because I basically need everything on the list. So it's time to complete the remaining achievements for the Compcape. So I'm going to be unlocking all the songs, and some of the songs require me to go to the boss layers, like this new boss, the Flesh Hatcher. So I unlocked this song just by going in, but I want to try to kill the boss. So the fight itself is pretty easy. I didn't feel like there was anything special about the boss fight. I really liked the aria and the animations, but the boss went down pretty quickly. Another of the songs that I needed was in Hollow Hill. That's where Ivar is. Ivar, the new hill giant boss. So I decided to go for a kill, my first kill as well. So this was actually easier than the Fetch Hatcher. And I'm surprised. I think this is the easiest boss in the game, even easier than King Black Dragon. It has very low HP. He just goes down very fast. And I unlocked the music track by going into Hollow Hill, and I think this is where you do Hunter. I'll be coming back once I decide to go for 110 Hunter. Can you believe I didn't have this song? You unlock it by going into this mine right here, southeast of Barak. There's no way I haven't come here, like, in the history of this account. It's impossible. This must be a new track. This track, the Warp Depth, was a little bit tricky to get, so I needed to go into the Diamondheim dig site. And to do this, I had to excavate an artifact, restore it, inspect this door to get the mystery, solve this mystery, and then I could go in by getting the friendship bracelet on my tool belt. And this place looked amazing, by the way. Another track I needed was the heist track, so I never done any heist in this account or any other account. So I just unlocked the heist, I got into the first heist and then got out just to unlock the track. And the final steps I need for the completion escapes are completing all the elite achievements from the underworld. So creating an overload potion in the Lost Call Inn. I needed to activate a prayer in this area that's behind death. And this was something I was not expecting. I needed to get a soul cape. So you get this soul cape by fighting the Nomad. And I gotta say, this boss fight was harder than I thought. So the boss kept healing 10,000 HP. But I managed to lock in and I completed this boss fight in a little bit over 6 minutes. And if you complete this in under 6 minutes, you get the final cape of this challenge. And I managed to get the second to last one. So, and I think it was because my overload ran out and I didn't notice in the end of the fight. But yeah, I used this cape to craft some soul runes while wearing it. Then I just had to track down some owls. And the final achievement that I needed was speaking to a cat at the end of this dungeon that I've never done before, the Sanctum of Rebirth. So I watched a quick guide and it did not seem that hard to do, so I just went for it. But the first boss was really easy. The telegraphed boss, it always does the same, nothing new. I also managed to complete some of the combat achievements for this boss. Damn, that's a lot of achievements for the first kill. The second boss is really cool. I really like this fight. I like fights where you have to move from tiles on the floor. Very old schooly boss, if I might say. Very cool boss. I really like it. Now the final boss, Nakatra. I think this is one of the coolest fights in the game. I really like the mechanic where you go to another world and you have to remember these patterns, and once you're back you have to stand on the pattern that you did not see. I remember there was a Destiny 2 boss that had a similar mechanic. Maybe they got it from that. I was able to defeat the boss on the first try. After I defeated the boss and I went to speak to the cat, I noticed that the cat was not responding to me, and it was because I did not have the cat speak amulet. And no, I could not go to get the amulet after the fight. I have to complete the dungeon one more time, which was okay with me. I really liked the boss fight, so I did another run of the Sanctum of Rebirth, this time with my cat speak amulet. And I completed the elite achievements for the underworld. So now all I am missing to get my completion escape back is the Master Skiller requirement. So I need to get 120 necromancy. I am 112 at the time I was editing the video. Then I need 120 thieving. I don't think it's gonna take that long to get 120 thieving, and I still have a grace period, the 26th of May. So I might get to 120 necromancy before I even start doing thieving. By the way, this oncoming weekend is a double XP, so that's gonna speed things up significantly. So yeah, I'm gonna be working on necromancy this week during the double XP. By the way, this weekend is also the Evo Japan. This is a fighting game competition that I really like to watch. It's the competition with the biggest entrance number overall in the world. So if you want to see some good fighting game action, you can watch Evo Japan on Twitch. So I'm really excited for this weekend. I'm gonna be working on some double XP while watching some good old fighting games. So that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and thanks so much for making it to the end. Goodbye.